All right, here we go. That's a little bit loud. Okay, how's it going? How's it going? Do. All right. Happy Tuesday. Kick is going. All right, all right. YouTube. All right, all right. And let's see. Twitch is going too. All right, cool. Here we go. Okay, let's see. All right, cool. All right, so Tuesday stream, writing a book. Mercenary, Reincarnated as a Chef, Book 3. We, as in me, and whoever's watching, let's finish this book. Turn that down a little bit. Okay. And what do I have to say? I guess yesterday we were supposed to be done. Sunday we're supposed to be done, but it's just running a little long. Normally all my books are 100,000 words. We're at 104,603, so longer than I planned. But I think we can finish it up today. Should be another 1,000, 2,000 words, and then definitely should be done. It's just a few more things here, and then the last page, wrapping it up. Yeah. So if you're watching the channel for the first time, the stream for the first time, writing a book, this is how I write a book. A lot of people want to write books. They ask how you write a book, and this is me doing it. This is my 35th stream, I guess. I'm going to do as many in a row as I can. After this book's done today, I'll probably go right into a podcast with a buddy of mine. If anybody's been watching, Dominique Mondesi from England, jolly old England, the Storyforge podcast. That'll be today in about an hour and a half ish. And then what else? I don't know. I think that's about it. Yeah. Knock this book out. Start another book. Oh, next. So after we finish this today, tomorrow we'll do editing. I think I might go back to book 1, do a quick reread, then go to book 2 because I have to do the edits and send those back to the publisher. Then I'll come back to book 3, do the rewrites, edits, send that off to the editor, get those back. And while I'm waiting for those, I'll start another book. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, someday this week we will start another book. Let me just check something. Blah, blah, blah. Good. Okay, cool. All right, so once again, how do we start off? Last time on this stream, we almost finished a book. This time on this stream, we're going to finish a book. Mercenary, Reincarnated as a Chef. I'm Gabriel Rathwig. This is book 3. If you want to get a synopsis of what has happened in book 1, 2, and 3 so far, watch the Friday stream. That is Monday, Sunday, Saturday, 4 days ago. So 4 days ago. Or wait till Friday. I'll do another recap. Actually, no, I won't because I'll be starting a new book. So wait till tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. What else? Writing tip. Man, I've been giving so many out. The reason this ending is taking so long is because I know exactly how I want it to end. So I'm not stressed about ending it. I'm not stressed about the word count. I just I know what's going to happen. I just got to put it on the paper. So sometimes you just know what's going to happen. That's just kind of a thing. So if you ever are writing and you have a positive feeling oh, I know what's going to happen, just good, great, go with it. That's a good tip. Follow your gut. Sometimes follow your gut. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's get on with it. Last time on Mercenary Reincarnated as a chef, Lou was in heaven being judged by the gods and goddesses. Then the other gods, the three gods who were monkeying around and brought him, got killed. And then they went to kill him before he dies. He has to live through all of his friends dying. So he's been going through that. And then after he lived through all of his friends dying, he comes back into his body and meets the head god, the ruler of the tower. And apparently the ruler of the tower looks like Christopher Walken. Okay. So, yeah, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and start writing. Everybody who watches, that I don't really answer the chat while I'm writing. So if anybody's chatting, wait till I'll answer your questions at the end and talk to whoever is watching at the end, if anybody is watching. So here we go. Yeah. Whoa there, partner, the voice owner said, hopping back out of Lou's range. Wesley, the Tanuki, the same furry little cat-like being that had processed him when he arrived on Sol, and the same one who traveled with Captain Griffith to find Lou, to capture Lou and return him to the Imperium, stood a few feet from him, in the center of the Colosseum. However, this from him, and well, this microphone's stupid. Let me switch sides. Okay, let's do that. That's better. Okay, and away from him, Lou saw that they were back in the center of the Colosseum. Lou saw that they were back in the center of the Colosseum. However, this time it was only the two of them. That is not your voice, and you are not Wesley. I watched him die. Why are you using that voice? Lou growled. Why? Lou, don't you know? The Tanuki grinned while doing a spinning hop, taking that took the furry little critter across the room just outside out of Lou's reach, landing on the bench on a row of bench seating upon on his tiptoes. I am your father. No, Lou roared, rushing the furry magical being and missing completely. Okay, that's enough of that. The Tanuki snapped his fingers and Tanuki laughed as Lou flew by him, then snapped his fingers, and the room disappeared, dropping from under them and leaving Lou and the Tanuki floating in the familiar void. A second later, Wesley changed form, morphing into that of someone Lou had never met before. But instantly recognized. Who the hell are you, and why do you look like that? He asked. I'm the ruler of the tower, the man explained. I guess that makes me the head honcho, if you will. I can look However, I choose to. Lou blinked as he took in the new information. He used the seconds his brain was... He used the few intermediary seconds to get his brain to restart as he stared blankly at the man. He was at least 8 feet tall, with long, flowing blonde hair and charcoal black skin, similar to Metatron. However, whereas Metatron had been the spitting image of The Rock, this guy was an exact copy of Christopher Walken, wearing a dazzlingly white flowing robe. So, you're telling me that the deer hunter is the supreme being? Lou asked, skepticism dripping off his words. God or not, it's hard to take the Walken seriously. Okay. That's better. That's better. Also, I just watched all my friends die. I just experienced each of my friends dying a horrible death and am feeling a little out of gas. So, if you're going to shoot that ray of silvery goo, glowing goo at me, get on with it already. Had a front row seat in the minds of each of one of my friends dying a horrible death, and am feeling a little out of gas. The ruler of the tower stared hard at Lou, which, when using the face of such an iconic actor, made Lou break out into a unending, uncontrollable fit of giggling. Okay. Trying to think. The tower ruler stared at the human who was giggling like a school girl, like a newborn like a retarded. Like the village idiot with no regard to the fact that he was about to not only be killed, but erased from the entirety of existence. No wonder Azrael chose you. The ruler said, shaking his head and joining Lou in a long round of giggles. The two men, one a immortal, omniscient, omnipotent ruler of all that existed, and the other a reborn again murderer, pay for hire, murderer for hire turned want to be chef, sat in the center of heaven, leaning on one another's shoulders, and laughed so hard they cried, and then back again. Period. Then repeated the process a few more times, switching from braying laughter to hysterical sobbing, and then back again. There we go. Well, I don't see it. What is it? Well, okay, let's see. And now what? Think. Okay. After an eternity passed, after eternity passed in the blink of an eye, the god and mortal sat on the floor of the Colosseum, each staring up at the trillions upon trillions of blinking, bright, burning stars in the sky. Each one of those is a unique universe with an entire pantheon of gods, goddesses, worlds, and so on. And those are just the ones you can see. The amount of universes that connect to the multiverse is endless. Every single possibility that could ever be imagined exists in one of those burning orbs. The walking ruler said in a conversational tone, as if discussing dinner or the weather. Lou was silent as he digested. The ruler of the known of existence, but then shrugged. Fuck it. He decided, the hell with it. He was just going to be himself. It's not like he was going to get out of this situation alive. Yeah, I know what you mean. Scientists back before I died the first time we're just figuring that out with quantum physics. It only makes sense. Let's see. Let me think. Blah blah blah. Thinking. This time it was Walken's turn to silently digest Lou's words, and after a moment, he burst out into laughter. all over again. To which Lou joined back in. This time, 10 minutes went by, and before they contained themselves. But each of them knew it was the last. It was time to get on with business. You know that, well, I guess it's about time. Are you ready? The ruler of the tower asked, standing up and dusting his pristine white robes off before reaching back down and proffering a hand to help Lou to his feet. The choice is still yours, you know. Just as he was about to nod and say he was ready to die, Lou looked up at the ruler strangely, and proffered his hand, held out hand, and then at his proffered limb, noting the strange words and way the ruler had spoken. What did he mean? The choice was still his. Did that mean there was something Lou was missing? He closed his eyes and thought, bringing his mind back through the events of the past few hours. Then he remembered the look and the smile, then the words that the Metatron had said. What were those words? Anybody remember? I don't fucking remember. May God have mercy on your soul. There it is. Lu's eyes went wide and his breath quickened. Hope flared inside of him, filling his body from bottom with such raw emotion he was unable to speak the words he so desperately wanted to. Lu took a deep, calming breath, swallowed, and then looked the ruler in the eyes. Before he could ask the question, the orbs in that the eyes that Lu's connected with, were not orbs for seeing. They were for seeing the entire multiverse. It's every different variation and possibility. Those were the eyes that Lu was gazing into. And right as he realized it, he went mad. He went insane. His mind broke. Lu was no longer himself, any version of it. He was no one and everyone. He was a ant on a ledge of a volcano. He was an entire flock of alien birds flying under a purple sun. He was an atom, a proton, a photon, then nothing. He was himself and then everyone else he had ever met. He lived and died an infinite number of so many that Lu no longer had a sense of self. He was consciousness. All of consciousness was Lu. He was peace. 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 He the answer. It was bliss. And then Lou was separated. Forcefully separated. The voice he knew as the ruler of the tower spoke out in the void he now found himself in, but with no body or essence, no blob, no nothing, just empty consciousness. That's right, Diamond Lou. You have the answer. The one that every living being that has ever existed in any space, time, or place. With that answer comes a great choice. What will yours be? Lou didn't even hesitate. Where is it? Do. You have not only been given mercy, comma, he knew exactly what he was choosing. I accept. The words were said simply, but the universe around them seemed to expand and contract as if it had taken a deep breath and sighed and just let out an eternity of stress. Are you sure? The chances this is most likely a forever choice. Things such as this you've experienced do not happen often. The ruler asked, giving Lu one more silent chance to change his mind. Lu shook his head. Lu shook his head vehemently in the affirmative. No. I'm sure. Let's get on with it. Your time is important. After all, the ruler of the tower, a being who had been the a being so powerful. The most powerful being in all of existence smiled down at a 53-year-old human man. His face, the god's face, so full of immense thanks that Lu had to turn away in embarrassment. Quit looking at me like that and get on with it. Someone might think you're trying to get handsy with me or something. Lu growled. The god blinked, then laughed uproariously, one final time, before nodding at Lu. Goodbye, Diamond Lu. It's been an honor. Lu was about to tell him, the god, what an honor it was for him and where he could stick it, but never got the chance. The void spun away and Lu's consciousness was rocketed back the way it had came, though this time sans any god or goddess escort. Okay. So we need here to here, right? Oof. Well, this is the end here. And then we need an epilogue. The ride back through space and time gave Lou a chance to organize his thoughts and make plans. After a few infinite seconds going by, he was ready. The world of Soul came into view right as he finished his planning, and a smile Lou smiled, or would have if he had a body. Instead, that didn't matter to him. He knew what he was going to do. And now there was no one or nothing that could get in his way. His consciousness shot forward even faster, hitting the outer atmosphere of Soul, and then, faster than the speed of light, his soul slammed back down into his physical form. And then he was alive again. His eyes flicked open, and the world and all the pain it had caused him returned, all at once. Okay, and then we just got an epilogue. That's it. End of book 3. All right. The end? End of book 3. Now, rereads and rewrites. His body. Rapid. Okay. Let's get this party started. Okay. End of book 3. Done, done, done. Thank you for watching. 105,819 words. Now, rewrites, edits, all that fun stuff. Thank you for watching, everybody, whoever's watching. Thank you on Kick. Here's a Kick stream. Let me take my camera out. And then YouTube and Twitch. Tiwa, Twitch. Okay. Here we go. Plot Armor 3D. Thank you for following on Twitch. YouTube. Thank you for following. Everybody, whoever is watching. If that's you, Jared, thank you for watching. And thank you for watching on Kick. I appreciate it, y'all. Tomorrow, I'll be back on. We'll be doing another podcast. It'll be time to do the thing. I'll probably be editing. Thank you for following Plot Armor. I said that already. Closing Twitch. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. And Kick. Thank you, Kick. I'm closing that too. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be book 1 maybe. I think I'm gonna go to book 1 and reread it so I remember everything, and then book 2 do the edits, then come back to book 3 and do rewrites. Or maybe I'll do book 3 and just rewrites and edits. I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow. But we have the thank you for watching, everybody. If you want to check out my other books, I Am Gamer, From Chef to Crafter to Conqueror, all on Amazon.com. Gabriel Rathweg, Gabriel Rathweg, Rathweg on Amazon. Yeah. It's a good feeling, you know. It's a when you finish a book, the weight drops. It's an unrealized weight, but yeah, so it's done. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and stay tuned for the Story Forge podcast with Dominique Mondesi. Follow me on social media and blah, 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 blah.